Hello my crafty friends. I just wanted to share this tutorial with you on how to take a napkin and put it on a candle. It's really quite easy, but if you don't do it right, then it won't turn out too good. So I have 2 candles. You can use the cheap candles, is fine. I'm using the battery operated just because that's what I want. And then you're gonna take a napkin. I got these at the dollar store. I like the tall ones, so I could do the tall candles. I'm not gonna show me cutting this all up, but I'm gonna cut into all 6. But first, if I can get a hold of it, you have to make sure that there's only 1 ply of napkin. And I think I will cut it in half first, and I'll be able to get a hold of it. These are only 2 ply. Usually napkins are 3 ply, so make sure that you get all the plies off. Make sure you get it down to the 1, or it won't look as good. Okay, so I did this half. I wanted to show you how. The easiest way to do this, around all of the edges it's like stamped or pressed together. So since we're cutting all the panels apart, I should have cut up through the center first. But on the white side, not on your picture side, but on the white side, take a piece of just plain old Scotch tape, and I do it in the center. That way, I don't know if you can see, this is all punched together, like pressed, so it's really much harder. But if you do it on one of the other edges from the center, make sure you can see, I have the tape, and then it easily let me pull that away. And I will do it again with this last piece. Curled under a little bit and got stuck on the tape. Anyway, so you just carefully pull it apart, and I suppose if you wanted to use this, I don't really use it because it has like the coloring over it, but I guess you could use it for a background on something, but I'm just going to throw them away for today. Sometimes I save them. Alright, so I don't need every one of these pieces. I'll save these for later and do something else with them. You can also adhere to cardstock. By using another technique, which I saw a video for. Maybe I'll do that one next time. Okay, so I'm going to clean these up and straighten them out a little bit and cut the edges nicer, and then I will be back to show you the rest. Okay, I got these cleaned up enough. They don't have to be perfect by any means, because they're just going to go right into the candle wax, so it's not a problem if they look handmade. They're still going to look beautiful. Okay, so now I measure it on the candle. I go just a little bit below the top there, and I want to get an idea where I need to cut it. You want to leave just a little bit of an edge of the candle. So about there. And then I want to cut them the same size, so I'll just hold them together at this point. then we don't need that part. Now, there's different ways that people do this. My way is to center it on the candle where I want it. Try to get it as centered as you can between the top and bottom. And then I hold on to it. Then I take a piece of wax paper. You need to make sure your napkin is kind of tight on there so there's no wrinkles. And then I put this over it and gather it at the back and hold it tight. Then I take my heat tool. I need to let this heat up for a moment. You're basically going to heat it up until you see that it gets shiny. You'll be able to tell as soon as you see it. Hopefully you can see this. As soon as it gets shiny, move on to the next spot because you don't want to burn it. You don't want to leave ugly bubbly spots on it. You just want to heat it up enough so that it soaks in the napkin and move on to the next spot. Hope you can see that. Keep it very tight while I'm holding it the whole time so that I don't get any wrinkles. Go over your full napkin area. Turn this off. Just going to look at it for a moment and see if I see any areas. Oh, there's one. Okay, just make sure it's all shiny and well adhered, and then you can simply just pull this part right off. And that's trash now. Don't use that one again because you won't be able to see as good. And there you go. If you missed any spots that you see, you don't have to have that on there. It just helps hold it tight and it helps keep your hand away from the heat. But if you see a spot that you missed, just hit it again. And you can even smooth it out a little bit with your finger as you go while it's warm. Okay, and don't leave this part on too long. Take it off right away when you're done so that it's not pulling away wax from your candle too much. And that's how it's done. I'll go ahead and do the other one real quick and I'll be back.